basically, you have to identify the parts. Do you know what this 1 is called?
Is that when it crosses the y-axis?
Yeah. Do you know the name of it?
No.
That's called the y-intercept.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what the 2's are called?
X-intercepts.
You would think so. They're called the roots.
Yeah.
Or solutions. And any idea about what 3 is called?
No.
That is called the minimum. And using that, what do you think the 3 over here is called?
Maximum.
Yeah. So if they tell you find the maximum, that's what they're talking about. Let's just see. Yes, so the y-intercept is when x is 0. The roots are when y is 0. They call it roots there. This shape is called a parabola. You've got minimum and maximum. And these are called turning points because the gradient goes from negative to positive or positive to negative, turning points.
Yep.
And it's symmetrical about the minimum or maximum. So if you were to do a line like that, that's like that. Minimum, maximum, symmetrical. Okay. That's what is this? It's halfway between the roots. I didn't know that. Okay. Any idea how we do this?
Would you first work out 2 x's?
Mm-hmm.
So you just use the polynomial, the second one.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 1x squared minus 5x and then plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Which would x1 would be 4, x2 would be 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the minimum would be 5 over 2 of x.
So
Do we need the minimum?
Yeah. So what's the x? 5 over 2?
Yep, 5 over 2.
Press SD, let's say 2.5. It might be easy.
Yep, 2.5.
Minimum y?
Minus 2.25.
Okay. I just think, 2.5 is in between 2 and 3, whereas 5 over 2, you kind of don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Any idea how we sketch this?
So we know it goes from positive to negative, right? Do we?
Well, which shape will it be? The one on the left or one on the right? Will have a minimum or maximum?
Would it be the one on the left?
Yes, it has a minimum, so it's that kind of shape. So I'll just do has minimum. How would I do this? So we have 2.5. We have minus 2.25. But how do I...
Isn't that supposed to be x is 4 and 1?
Ah, sorry, that makes much more sense. Yeah, it is. Aha, there we go. So that is 4 and 1. So that's 1. That's 4. And so there we go. Something like that. Our minimum, the coordinates are 2.5 and it's down at minus 2.25.
Yep.
And we need y-intercept.
So how would you get that? How would you know what it is?
It is when x is 0, and so you substitute 0 for x.
Oh, so you just put it in as 0x squared?
Yep.
Okay.
So
it'd be 0x squared.
No. Normal mode. 0 squared minus 5 times 0 plus 4.
0 squared minus 5 times 0 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Yep. And That there is 4, and that's because this is 4.
Yeah.
Because anything, 0, 0, anything times 0, 0 squared is 0. And so the one without x is the y-intercept when it's fully expanded like that.
So it's always the one on the right.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Well, they might move it to the left, but it's the one without.
Yeah.
It's the one without an x.
Okay.
And that looks like it's good. Let's see. So 4. We said 1 and 4, and then the minimum is down there. And so they did it as fractions. I just think like 9 over 4. Like, is that between 1 and 2? Is it between 2 and 3? Because you just kind of don't know. They did it by completing the square and by factorizing and stuff. There's many different ways you can do it.
Yeah.
Any questions about that?
Nope.
Okay. How about what is the equation of the line of symmetry? So if you did the line of symmetry, that was that one. Any idea what the equation of that line is?
No.
Let's see. It goes through the what does it go through the x axis at? What's its?
Wait. Is it 2.5?
And so its equation is x equals 2.5.
Yeah.
Because it's just a vertical line.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try this one.
Okay. So you put into the calculator first minus 2x squared.
Mm-hmm.
And then would it be just 4x plus 4x?
Mm-hmm.
And then minus 3. So x1 would be 2 plus square root of 2 times I over 2.
That is an imaginary number. So so we'll need to figure out what that's about. Okay, what else?
And then x2 is 2 minus square root of I times I over 2.
Okay, what else?
And then the maximum, not minimum, of x equals 1. And the maximum of y equals minus 1.
So the maximum is 1 minus 1. Okay, so what quadrant is 1 minus 1 in?
You mean like each? Oh, okay.
Like top left,
Would it be bottom right?
So it's the bottom right. So that's 1 across, 1 down. So let's say that is 1 minus 1. What shape will the graph have?
Like an N shape as a maximum point.
Yeah. And is there anything else?
We have x1 and x2.
There are no roots.
Oh, because they're not connected to the x-axes, are they?
Yeah, so those are imaginary
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah.
That's further maths.
Yeah.
We don't need to worry about that. Anything else, or is that it?
No. Like the equation for symmetry.
Oh yeah, okay.
Would it be just 1?
That's a number as an equation.
X equals 1.
Correct. X equals 1. That's the line of symmetry.
And then we need the y-intercept as well.
Very good.
Which would be just replace everything in the equation as 0. So it'd be 4 times 0, which equals 0. So would it just be minus 3?
So it's just minus 3. Yeah, so that one there is minus 3. Great. Let's take a look. Do I have the thing? Yeah, so it's a negative x squared. So it's got that shape. There's no real solutions. 1 minus 1, y-intercept of minus 3, and x equals 1. Great. Any questions about that?
Nope.
Okay, this is good. I just want to see, is there anything different there? No. So this one, J, That's just going to be the same, all the same to your calculator, you know, even though they're
Yeah.
decimals.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow, so we have to work in reverse. Use the graph to get the equation of the curve.
Okay. -2, 10. All right. So no, the y is 10. So it'd be plus 10 at the end of the equation.
Let's start with question A.
Oh, question A.
Mm-hmm.
So we know the y is 15.
Mm-hmm. So in general, ax squared plus bx plus c. And so which one is 15?
C.
Yeah. Okay. What else can we do?
Would 3 and 5 be A and B, or would that wouldn't be right?
Nope. What you could do is sub them in. So you could say a times 3 squared plus b times 3 plus 15. And what would that give you? What is the y?
The y.
Mm-hmm. When x is 3, what is the y coordinate?
15.
No, down here. What is the y coordinate?
Oh, 0.
Yes.
So now you can work it backwards now.
Yeah.
Since you know what 0 is.
So what would this simplify to?
So it would just be 3, 0, 0 equals 3 squared plus 3 plus 15. Would that be right?
Well, what is 3 squared?
Oh, right. 9. So 0 equals 9 plus 3 plus 15.
Hang on. 9a. Like a times 9. 9a. This one?
3b.
Yeah.
9a plus 3b plus 15.
Okay. So that's with when you sub in 3 and 0. The problem is we've got two unknowns, a and b. So we need two equations.
So we need to do the same thing with 5.
Yep, that's it.
So it'd be y equals 0 equals a times 5 squared plus b times 5 plus 15, which would equal to 0 equals 25a plus 5b plus 15. And then would you work them both out?
Yes, there's a very easy way to do it. Basically, it's simultaneous equations. So the first one is 9a plus 3b is equal to, what if you brought the number to the other side? What would it be?
What do you mean to the other side?
How could we get just 9a plus 3b by themselves?
Minus 15.
Yeah.
Equals minus 15.
So do the same for the other equation.
So it'd be 25a plus 5b equals minus 15.
Yeah. And then with your calculator, when you do equation, choose simultaneous equations.
And then 2, right? Two unknowns.
Correct.
9x plus 3y equals minus 15, and 25, and then 5, and then minus 15, which gives us x equals 1 and y equals minus 8.
And so minus 8. And we don't have x and y. What do we have?
We have x and x.
We have a and b.
Oh, a and b, yeah.
And so we have enough. A is 1, B is -8, we said C is 15, and so what is the equation of the first curve?
Would it be 1 squared, 1x squared,
Mm-hmm.
add, no, minus 8x,
Mm-hmm.
add 15.
And what is that all equal to? It has to be equal to something if it's an equation of a curve.
Y.
Yes, very good. Yeah, so the C part is definitely the easiest. The A and B, just sub in the X and Y for both of them and use simultaneous equations to get what A and B are.
Yeah.
With the calculator, so we could have done this manually, but with the calculator it's much quicker. But remember, with the calculator you have to have the two unknowns on one side and the number on the other. That's just the format that the calculator takes it in. There's no special reason for it.
Yeah.
Any questions there?
No.
Okay. I just want to see something. Yeah. Okay, let's try. So this was quite different a bit, isn't it? The graph. Maybe it's not. Let me think about this. Why do they have to make it different from everything else? So that will be the same. It's kind of a special case. Okay, let's try this one. This is the exam question. Any idea how we do this?
So is it easiest to draw out the graph first?
Might be.
So we know pass is the minimum, so it's like a U-shaped graph.
Yes, that's true.
So it crosses at, well, the minimum is at 5, so it'd be 5 and 3, so it'd be somewhere, yeah, like there. And it passes through. So would the 2 x's be 4 and 0?
Nope. Passes through 4, 0. That's just one of them.
Oh, right.
When x is 4, y is 0. Oh no, sorry, it'd be the one on the left, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If that's 4, so that's 4. Okay. So how do we get everything else?
So they're always symmetrical, right?
Yep.
Like both sides are symmetrical. What could you work out the other x then?
Yep, what would it be?
It would be 6,
Very
0.
good, very good. Okay. And
Could you work out y as well?
how would you do that?
I don't know.
I think you'd have to sub in the values. The way we did with simultaneous equations.
Oh. Wait, into the calculator?
Into the equation.
Oh, right. So it'd be 4. Would it be 4 squared?
Yep.
4 squared, add 4.
Hang on. So what is y when x is 4?
0.
Yeah. Okay. So now we sub in the 4 for x.
So it'd be, would it be 4a, or would it just be 4?
Well, it'll be a times 4 squared. So wherever there's an x, it's substituted with a 4.
Yeah. And then a times 4.
B times 4.
Oh yeah, b times 4. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And then just add c,
Mm-hmm.
and then would you minus the c out, and then make it equal to c.
Let's just leave that for a moment.
Okay, so 0 equals 16a
Mm-hmm.
plus 4b plus c.
Mm-hmm.
And then could you put that into the calculator?
It's got 3 unknowns, so you need 3 equations. We have 1 so far.
Oh, so we need to substitute 6 in now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So 0 equals 6 squared plus b 6 plus c. And then 0 equals 36a plus 6b plus c.
So that's the second equation.
I'm confused because we only have 2 x's unless
We
you use the minimum.
use the minimum.
So we'd use 5.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. 0 equals
Y isn't 0 at the minimum.
so
What's the Y coordinate at the minimum?
minus 3.
Yeah.
So we'd use minus 3 equals. Oh right, that makes sense now. Minus 3 equals a times 5 squared plus 5 b times 5 plus c.
Mm-hmm.
So minus 3 equals 25a plus 5b plus c. So we have 3 now. And then we put it into the calculator. Can you put it?
Yeah. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, you set it to 3 degrees.
Very good. So that's 3 unknowns. So what are our things for this one?
So we'd have so the first one would be 16x and then 4b, and then would y just stay 0?
It would be for C, so it would just be 1C.
Oh, okay.
And that's equal to 0.
Yeah.
Okay. And if it accidentally solves it, you have to actually press 0 equals, even though it was already set 0. Okay. Next one.
And then 36.
Yeah.
And then 6, and then 1 again.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would be 25,
Mm-hmm.
then 5, and then minus 3, right?
No.
Just be a 1.
1. And then minus 3.
Okay.
Because you can see x plus y plus z equals, so minus 3 is the number without x or anything on it. So that equals minus 3.
And then x equals 3,
Mm-hmm.
y equals minus 30, and z would be 72.
What was it, sorry?
Z will be 72.
And we don't have x, y, and z. What do we have?
A, B, and C.
And so, what is... Oh, actually, okay. So what's the equation of this curve?
Y equals 3 squared,
3x squared.
3x squared minus 30x. No, 30y. Would it be x?
X.
X. Plus 72.
That's it. And let me think about this. Yeah, we already had the solution. It said there find the values of a, b, and c, and that's what we did. A equals 3, b equals minus 3, c equals 72. Just kind of makes sense of it to actually say what they are.
Yep.
So yeah, this time we had to sub in 3 different values, but it was the same idea, and you can always do that with any equation. When you sub in 5, you should get minus 3. There was nothing special about the 0 ones. I suppose 0 was kind of special. Any questions about any of that?
Nope.
Okay, so that's 3 minus 30 and 72. So what do you give yourself for quadratic graphs?
Between a half and a tick, probably.
Okay, and let me just, I should actually make sure of something. My fault. Just always occurs to me afterwards. Year 1 practice book. This was 2.4 quadratic graph. 12.4 quadratic graphs. Yeah, that's no. Sketch the curve. That will be just the same, I think. Let me go back a second. Explain why this curve has no real solutions, or why this equation of the curve has no real solutions.
Because it has no roots.
Yep. It doesn't cross the x-axis, however you want to say
Yep.
it. Sketch that one. Yeah, has a maximum. Okay, great. You did great. Next one is discriminant. Okay, let's try these.
So the first one would be 1.
Is there another very similar number?
Minus 1.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
plus or minus 1. Next one.
Just the power of 0.
So
No, so the power of 0 would be 1, wouldn't it? Would it?
yeah, but like just same way you solved the one above. How would you solve it? What's the opposite of squared?
Square root
Square root of 0.
0.
Yep. And so x equals the square root of 0, which is just 0. Adding 0 is you will give you the same number as subtracting 0, and so there's no none to it. Question C.
So would you do the square root of minus 1?
Yeah, put that in your calculator.
It doesn't work.
Sure doesn't.
Because it'll always be 1 or minus 1. It always equals to 1.
Yeah. X squared is always greater than or equal to 0.
Yeah.
Any number squared. How many answers were there for the first one?
2.
How many for the middle one?
1. And then the last one, 0 answers.
That's it. And so this one at the bottom, you could say no real roots because it does have imaginary roots. This one in the middle, you could say it's got one repeated solution. Like you know the way you have like minus 3 plus or minus the square root. It would be like minus 3 plus 0 and minus 3 minus 0, which is just the same. Right. The same. So you could say it's repeated. you could say it's 2, but it's just the same one repeated twice.
Yeah.
And then the top one had 2. We could say that is 2 distinct real roots.
Yeah.
So slash solutions. So 2 different answers. Okay. And why is that? Oh, we'll see. Okay, let's solve these.
Okay. Could you do that one, the first one?
Yeah, you can add 1 to both sides.
Oh, so it gets rid of the 1.
Mm-hmm.
So you do the square root of 10.
Yep.
So it'd be 3.1 or whatever. It would just be the square root of 10. X equals square root of 10.
Is there another very similar?
It would be. Would it be plus or minus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Square root of 10 squared gives you 10. The square of minus square root of 10 could also give you 10.
Yeah.
Next one.
Okay. So it'd be x squared equals 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be plus or minus 1. So x
Yeah.
equals plus or minus.
And bottom one.
Okay. So it'd be x squared equals minus 10.
Yep.
And then that would be x equals plus or minus square root of 10 as well.
It's basically, so put into your calculator, square root of minus 10.
Oh yeah, it's the same as the other one, minus 1. It's just a different number.
Yes. And so why is it, so how many answers were there for each of these?
There were 2 for the first one, 1 for the second one, and 0.
I think there was 2 for the second one, plus or minus 1.
Oh yeah, there's 2.
And so when do you get 2 solutions? When do you get no solutions? When do you get exactly 1 solution?
You get 2 solutions when the number's greater than 0 or less than 0.
Greater than 0, bigger than 0.
Greater than 0. You get 1 solution when it's equal to 0.
Yeah.
And then no solutions if it's less than 0.
Hold on. X squared equals 0. And then for this one, x squared is less than 0. Yeah. Positive, 0, negative. X squared is greater than 0. X squared equals 0. X squared is less than 0.
Yep.
This one. Which part of the quadratic formula determines the number of solutions?
Is it minus b plus or minus?
Nope. It is the square root bit.
Oh.
It is the b squared minus 4ac. Basically, if b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, you'll get the 2 solutions.
Yep.
Maybe I should say roots. But anyway, distinct real roots. B squared minus 4ac equals 0 would be 1. B squared minus 4ac less than 0 would be no real roots.
Yep.
Okay, match them up.
Would the middle one be 1 repeated root?
Yeah.
Would the last one be no real roots?
Yeah.
And the top one be 2 distinct real roots?
Yeah. Hold on. B squared minus 4ac is called the discriminant.
Yeah.
Okay. Match them up.
Two distinct real roots would be the one on the left. The one in the middle would be one repeated root, and the one on the right would be no real roots.
Again.
The middle, the one on the left would be b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. The middle one would be b squared minus 4ac equals 0, and the one on the right would be b squared minus 4ac is lesser than 0.
Okay. So how do you find the discriminant for question 1a, part 1? Or what is A, what is B, what is C?
Oh, A would be 1, B would be 8, and C would be 3.
Okay. How do you find value of discriminant? What is discriminant? It is
The discriminant b
squared minus 4ac.
minus 4. Oh, right, yeah. Would it be all square rooted, or would it not be?
You don't need to.
Oh, okay. So it'd be 8 squared minus 4 times 1 times 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 64 equals... Put it
Calculator.
into the calculator. Okay.
Yeah.
So it'd be 64 equals 12. Oh, wait, no, we need to minus it as well.
Yep.
So it'd be 64 minus 12, which would be 52.
And so, how many roots?
1 root.
We got a positive answer. It's greater than 0.
Oh, so it'd be 2 roots.
So that's 2 distinct real roots.
Oh, yeah, because it's positive. That makes sense. So if it's positive than 0, it's like it's 2, and then if it's equal to 0, yeah, okay.
Let's see. So which graph will that be?
It's either I or II.
Is it possible to tell based on the equation?
Yeah, I think.
Which one?
It has to intercept 3. So the y is to intercept 3, so it'll be II.
Yeah, and it's a positive x squared, and so it's
Yeah.
a happy face. I just want to see. Okay, let's do 2. Question 1a, part 2.
Okay. So be b squared minus 4ac, so we write out 2x squared minus 3x plus 4. So a would be 2, b would be minus 3, and c would be 4. So it'd be minus 3 squared minus 4 times 2 times 4, which would be 4 times 2. 32, then that. Minus 3 squared is 9. So it'd be 9 minus 32, which would be minus 23.
So number of roots for that one?
0.
Yeah, that's less than 0. Therefore, no real roots. Which graph is that one?
Would that be... That would be the last graph on the right.
Yeah, I believe so. There we go. Great. Yeah, any questions about that?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, so discriminant, yeah, and it all comes back to the quadratic formula.
Yeah.
If you can't square root a minus number, and so if it's minus in that bit, there's no solutions to the.
Yeah.
There are no solutions. Okay, how about we do this?
So we want to find out what b is.
No, you have to pick a number for b so that this one has equal roots, meaning one repeated root.
So could you just have it as 0?
If it has equal roots, what do you know about it?
Two numbers have to be the same.
Yeah, you know, if it's about the number of roots, then it's the discriminant. What is the discriminant? What do you know about the discriminant if the equation has equal roots? If the function
It's
has equal,
greater than 0.
that would be 2 roots.
Oh, it's equal to 0.
Yes.
So do we substitute the numbers in?
Mm-hmm.
So A would be 1.
Mm-hmm.
B would be K. It's already there. C would be 9.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be K squared
Mm-hmm.
minus 4 times 1 times 9, which equals 0. And then do we work it out?
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 4, which would be 4 times 9, just 36.
Mm-hmm.
So K squared minus 36 equals 0. And then we want to square root both sides.
Get k squared by itself first.
So you minus K squared from both sides.
It'd be easier to add 36 to both sides.
Oh, okay. So it'd be K squared equals 36, then you square root both sides. So K would be 6. So that means B is 6.
Why does the question say values of k?
Are they like two values?
Any idea what the second value is?
Would be minus 6?
Does minus 6 squared give you 36 as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So k equals
Yeah.
6. Or k equals minus 6. In the short
You
way.
just write it as K equals plus or minus 6.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well done. So you could do x squared plus 6x plus 9 or x squared minus 6x plus 9, and they'd both give you equal roots.
Yeah.
Any questions with that?
No.
Okay. That's what we did. Okay, how about this one?
Okay. So we don't know what C is this time. So A equals 1, B equals 4, and C equals just K. So B squared minus 4AC equals 0. Squared minus 4AC equals 0.
Two distinct real roots.
Oh, so it wouldn't equal to 0.
So what would it be?
Equals Y.
When do you get, for what values of b squared minus 4ac do you get two real roots?
Oh, okay. It's greater than. Well, yeah.
Correct.
It's b squared minus 4ac greater than 0.
Mm-hmm.
And then you substitute them in. So b would be 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times k
Mm-hmm.
greater than 0. So 4 times 1 is 4. 4 squared is 16 minus 4 times k greater than 0. So it'd be 16 minus 4. So it'd be 12.
No, Bidmus. You have to multiply before you add or subtract. And so if it was 16k minus 4k, you would get 12k. If it was 16 minus 4, you get 12. But if they're different, then you can't make it any simpler.
So it'd just be 16 and minus 4k.
Yeah.
It's greater than 0.
Yeah. We want values for k.
So would you add 4k to both sides?
Correct.
So it'd be 16 is greater than 4k.
Yeah.
And then would you divide them both by 4?
Yeah.
So it'd be k is lesser than 4.
Correct. 4 is greater than k,
Yeah.
or k is less than 4, like you said.
Yeah.
And that is why they said the range of values of k. So there isn't like k equals 4 or k equals plus or minus 4.
Yeah.
There's a range of values, and the range is k is less than 4.
Yeah.
There we go. K is less than 4. 4 is greater than k, so k is less than 4. Well done. 2 distinct real roots, so the discriminant is greater than 0. Equal roots, so the discriminant was equal to 0. Any questions about any part of that?
Why do you have to like flip the number around at the end? Is it?
It's just because that's kind of just the way we speak. Like 4 is bigger than k, and so therefore k is less than 4. We tend to not say, like, if someone asks you, like, what are the range of values for k, you say, well, k is less than 4.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, I think you'd probably get full marks if you wrote 4 is
Oh,
greater
okay,
than
yeah.
k. It's not a mathematical thing. It's just
Yeah.
kind of helps. I think you'd be okay for these. Let me just see. So how would you start question 2?
First figure out what A, B, and C are.
So A is 1, B is 6, C is k. What would you do next?
Equals 6, and then C equals k. And then you'd write out B squared minus 4 AC is greater than 0.
Yeah. 6
Then you
squared.
substitute them in. It'd be 6, yeah.
Okay, go on. 6 squared.
Minus 4 times 1 times k is greater than 0. So 6 squared is 36 minus 4k greater than 0. And then you'd plus k in each, 4k in each side, which would be 36 is greater than 4k. Then you divide both sides by 4, which would be 9 is greater than k, or k is lesser than 9.
Yeah. So you're much better there. Let me think about this one. And then that one you're going to be fine as well, I believe. There's a... okay. We better try this one. Yeah.
So as equal roots, we know that. So it'd be equal to 0.
Mm-hmm.
B squared minus 4ac equals 0. And we know that a equals s.
Mm-hmm.
And so would a and c be the same number?
Yep.
So b equals 8 and c equals s. So 8 squared minus 4 times s times s equals 0. And then we do 8 squared, which would be 64, minus 4 times s, which s times s would be s squared.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 64 minus 4 s squared equals 0.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could plus 4 on both sides. Plus 4s squared both sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which would be 64 equals 4s squared. And then we divide it by 4
Mm-hmm.
on both sides. So divided by 4, which would be 16 equals s squared. Then we square root both sides, which would give you 4 equals s, or s equals 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, would it be plus or minus?
It would be plus or minus. In this case, they said positive constant s. S is a positive constant. Therefore, what is the value of s?
4.
Yeah, just the positive 4.
Yeah.
S equals 4. Yeah, okay, that question wasn't as bad as I thought. I think this will also be fine. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Yeah, this is more like it. Yeah, how about this one?
Should I do a first?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, 2 equal roots would be b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. And then we know that a is 1, b is 3p,
Mm-hmm.
and c is 14p minus 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 3p squared minus 4 times 1 times brackets 14p minus 3 is
Mm-hmm.
greater than 0. And then, could you square b, right? So it'd be 9p.
Yeah, very good.
So it'd be 9p minus 4 brackets 14p minus 3. Close brackets is greater than 0.
Hold on. What is p times p?
P squared.
So 9p squared.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is greater than 0. And then could you minus plus 14 brackets 14p minus 3 on both sides, or would you have to do something before that step?
I'd probably just expand the brackets.
Okay. So it'd be 14 times, no, minus 4 times 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 9p squared minus 56, and then minus 4, my 56p, sorry, and then minus 4 times minus 3
Mm-hmm.
should be 12, so add 12 is greater than 0. And then you'd minus 12 on both sides.
And then you would calculate it.
Oh, calculate. Oh, yeah, you could put it into the polynomial.
This time, press right and go to B, which is inequality.
Oh yeah, 'cause it's an inequality. Then 2 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would be the first one. Wait, no. Wait, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first one. So it'd be 9x squared minus 56x, and then plus 12 equals 0. So x is lesser than 2 over 9, and 6 is lesser than x.
And so if 6 is less than x, what would it be if x was on the left?
X is greater than 0. Not 0, x is greater than 6.
Yeah, that's it. X is less than 2 over 9, or x is greater than 6. Oops, we made a mistake. It has 2 equal roots, and so it's not an inequality. What is it?
Equals.
It should have been equals.
Yeah.
And so you just get one answer. So let's say if x was 6, my guess is x is 6. For this, how would you do question B?
So would you substitute p in?
Yeah. What would you
Okay.
get?
So it'd be x squared plus 3 times 2 over 9.
I think x is just 6. Because we shouldn't have made it an inequality. We should have made it an equal sign.
Oh, so it'd be 6 squared if x is 6.
X is in P is 6. Sorry, I should have written
Oh,
P.
okay.
It's just because the
So it'd be
calculator said it.
X squared plus 3 times 6 plus 14 times 6 minus 3
Mm-hmm.
equals 0. So we do 3 times 6 first. Oh, you do brackets first.
Yeah, 3 times 6, same thing.
Oh, okay. Which would be 18. So it'd be x squared plus 18 plus brackets 14 times 6 minus 3 equals 0. So you do 14 times 6, which would be 84, minus 3 is 81. So it'd be x squared plus 18 plus 81 equals 0. And then you do 81, add 18, which would be 99. So x squared.
No. You can't make that any simpler. 18x, 81.
Oh, okay. And then could you put that into the calculator?
Yeah.
So it'd be 1x squared plus 18x plus 81, which would be x equals minus 9.
And is there only one root?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we were expecting. 2 equal roots. It's like x equals minus 9 or x equals minus 9. You know, it's just the same one twice. Well done. So we did that type. That's a good one. And so the discriminant, what do you give yourself?
Probably a half.
Yeah, I think you did great on that discriminant, to tell you. Yeah, how was that for you, Adam?
That's fine.
So we got 2 done. That's good. And so continue next time?
Yeah.
Any questions from you in general?
Nope.
All right, well done, Adam. You did great. And I look forward to chatting to you again next week or next time. All right.
Okay.
Take
Bye.
care. Goodbye.
You too. Bye.